Can you please have them bring Lord Igor in?
Yes, he's refusing to come without Serafina being present.
Give me a moment.
Can someone ride to
Charlie.
Serafina's
I will
house?
fix this.
Shut.
Thank
I will
you,
fix this.
Lord
Give me a moment.
Seraberti.
Right, so the prisoners refuse. Oh God.
Understandable.
Jesus.
I have sent a runner to Serafina's house. He's refusing to enter
Thank
without
you.
her. I have told him that she will not be able to speak, but he still insists.
If someone got a grappling hook, we can just drag him in
As well
here.
as
I
You
know.
as well as
Give
I
him.
that she will not keep her mouth shut.
I'll ensure that she does. If the runner's already out, we'll give her 5 minutes to show up. Miss opportunity. This is a closed trial of only the lords, ladies, stewards, and the council of King's Landing. I will ask now for representatives of each house to stand and announce themselves, starting with Casterly Rock.
I'm Brack Dolhart,
Casterly.
the head steward of Casterly Rock.
Thank you, Casterly
Brom.
Rock. You may be seated. I only needed one steward. I apologize. Lord or lady preferred, if they are not present, a steward on their behalf. Vale.
Head Steward of the Vale, Thenos Greystone III.
Thank you, Thenos. Winterfell.
Lady Winter of Winterfell.
I don't think we have anyone from
Thank you,
Storm's End
Winterfell
here.
and Lady Winter. Storm's End.
I'm Titus Acevale, acting head knight and
there.
representative for Storm's End.
Oh, okay.
I unfortunately can't see where you are. Can you be a little bit
On the
more
left.
noticeable?
I'm right here. I'm sorry. I'm right here.
Thank you. If you wouldn't mind standing on the other side, that middle pillar, just so I know where you are. Thank you. Iron Islands.
Hello. I'm Brun. Hi.
Thank you, Brent. Castle Black.
Lord Commander Rhaegor of the Night's Watch.
Thank you, Lord Commander. Have I missed any houses? No? Very well.
No.
I am Prince Charlie. On behalf of King Valen and the Hand Luther Tyrell, I will oversee the trial today for Lord Igor. It has come to the Crown's attention that many charges and accusations of illegal actions at the hands of Lord Igor from many different kingdoms and lords. This trial will be a silence trial. What I mean by that is someone will be asked to speak, and all others must remain silent. If anyone interrupts, makes smart aleck comments, or anything that interrupts the well-being of the trial, you'll be asked to leave. If you haven't said your piece, you will never get the opportunity. Do I make myself understood?
Yeah.
Thank you. Lord Igor, you will have your opportunity to speak at the very end, once all the claims and accusations and testimonies have been completed. Are you understanding of this?
I understand. I guess it will take some time.
Yes. Hopefully not too long. And you also have the opportunity for somebody to speak on your behalf at that time too. We will start where this all started. With the threat of Lord Davies's head if he did not step down. Castle Rock, could you please have your representative stand behind Lord Igor and not in front of him?
I take it you have the deposition from the
I
boat.
haven't. Yes, I do.
Alright, go ahead and go up there. Say his piece.
Alright.
Charlie, could I ask you just come into the hall, please?
I believe that's Maester from Storm's Inn, correct?
Yes, she is our Maester. Maester Ian.
There was someone else as well.
Who else came in here?
A lady that was said she
Alana of Casterly.
She's the what?
Oh.
Alana, former hand of the king. Before your father became king.
Are you a lady or steward of Casterly? If you are not, then you will please remove yourself from this room. This is not an open trial. And from here forward, anybody else that comes is not to be allowed into this room. This is getting ridiculous.
Yes, please stop letting people in. The trial's already commenced. Unless it is a council member, no one else is to enter this room.
My apologies.
Those are stewards. I can acknowledge those two.
Let me out, please.
Alana, if you are not a steward or lady of Casterly Rock, you will please vacate this room.
If you can follow me. Hello.
I have oars if needed.
If the warning is given one more time, we'll have to remove you with force.
Trying to. Her throat is hurting her. For a moment, apparently.
Maester Alric, thank you for attending. If you could come up here, please. And again, please keep the door shut.
In the room.
No one else.
Remove the animal from the room.
You can.
Kaya, unfortunately, you're not allowed to be in here. If you could please leave. Maester Alric, could you lock those doors?
They can't be locked. I already checked.
Alright.
Yeah, wait, I've got another seat here.
I'll put
The lady is having difficulty removing herself, then perhaps someone can remove her.
I don't want to hurt you.
I believe she
would
is
like
a
you just to
steward.
walk out now. She's not. Please.
You believe
walk
she's
out.
a steward.
I don't want to knock you out.
Do not knock her out.
Castle Rock is already here.
That's nice.
You can have more than one steward.
I don't know. That's true. I have two right behind me.
She said she's former hand of the king.
Up here, Maester.
Unfortunately, that title doesn't carry
Members
over.
of
She's not a
Casterly,
steward or lady.
Is she a steward?
She is not.
Not to my knowledge.
Tell you that.
It's starting to look like a joke here.
Take a seat,
My
Maester.
lady,
Please walk out.
if you can hear me, remove yourself from this room. You will not be told again.
Please follow me.
All you have to do is walk. You don't need to talk, really.
Not
Wait,
Lana.
just ask that question, not even.
Regardless, this is getting ridiculous. We are continuing this trial now. From here forward, those doors are to remain closed and no one will
Chaz,
come
this
in.
is only for stewards. You should not
That's
be in here.
Serafina.
It does not
You need to
matter.
leave, Chaz.
Titus.
Remain, still
You
remain
are not
silent.
a steward.
May I ask a question, please?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Alright, I don't know who's whispering, but stop whispering.
I'm sorry, but we have someone that is not a
believe that is,
steward in here, and I'm trying to rectify that.
Regardless,
It doesn't
this
matter,
is
the doors
getting
are staying
ridiculous
closed.
now. Desist.
Again, as I
Lady on the
stated at the beginning
outside,
of
her
this
name is
trial,
Seraphina.
I don't care anymore. I started this trial. We are already all here. You have more than enough maesters and stewards over there. We already started this trial, and I said before it started, do not speak unless asked to. End this circus nonsense and let's get this going.
Fuck
Castle
me, man.
Rock's
I'm
representative.
about to snap.
There was an accusation that was brought to the crown that Lord Igor demanded the head of Lord Davis if he was not removed from power or from the position of Lord. Can you attest to these accusations and add any information?
I have a testimony from Lord Davis himself. I'll go ahead and read
Please
those.
speak it.
This is my testimony against Lord Igor of the Vale. Lord Igor has threatened to kill me without any valid reason. Lord Igor demanded me to step down as Lord of Casterly Rock without any clear reason. Lord Igor hired an assassin to try and kill me. And then for the people of Casterly Rock, Luna Rain, a steward, felt threatened by the whole situation against her lord. And I myself was upset from the fear that spread amongst the people of Casterly Rock upon a threat of possibly a fight breaking between Casterly and the Vale. And he says, our knight, Sir John Boyd, will be the champion if he chooses trial by combat.
I will not discuss that part. All of the testimony was needed. As acting steward of Casterly Rock, you have anything else that you would like to add as far as accusations, testimonies, or anything that you feel needed to be brought to this council today?
I was in the Vale, seeking training to become a maester, and I overheard some mentions about hiding a body. And I wasn't too sure on... That's basically all I heard.
Very well. And nothing else to add as far as your testimony and accusations on behalf of Casterly Rock. For once you sit down, you will be not asked to speak again.
I don't believe there is.
Does any of the other stewards have anything to add from Casterly? As I see you're standing now.
I do, if you'll allow it.
I will, as long as you maintain control of your language.
I'll do it again. One of Davis's primary concerns was that Lord Igor was willing to sacrifice the lives of his citizens over a personal grudge, and also the citizens of Casterly Rock. It's Lord Davis's belief that this makes Lord Igor unfit to rule the Vale.
Understandable.
That is all.
Yeah. You may be seated. Doors stay shut.
I think that was just the doors glitching out.
Next
To be honest.
accusation was an assassination attempt. Not of the one of Casterly Rock, but of Winterfell. Would a representative of Winterfell please step forward? Lady Winter. If you could please bring your testimony, accusations, or any other information you feel is need to be a light of this trial.
I have proof that Lord Igor was hiring a person to assassinate Benjamin Mormon from Winterfell. We know that, and we have proof of that because we had a spy in the Vale working for us, gathering information and passing it back on to us. That person is here. We brought him with us. We figured you might want to hear that information from him.
Very well. Would the gentleman please step forward?
I feel like this is going to be a very long trial.
If you could please
Sir
state
John
your name and
Carpenter
title.
from Winterfell. Sir John Carpenter from
Yes, I'm sorry. We got that. That is my mistake. If you could please provide your testimony and accusations.
Lord Igor gave me a plan to kill Benjamin Mormont on his wedding day once he became Lord, so he can take Winter as his own bride and give me Winterfell.
When did this conversation happen?
1 week ago. I revealed to him that I was a spy, and he opened himself up and showed his colors.
And what was your position amongst the Vale while you were a spy?
I was a knight.
Do you have anything else to add?
Yes, I also killed a man in cold blood for
Is that
Igor.
relating to Lord Igor's trial? Okay.
Yes, it
Please
is.
name that man.
Casper from Castle Rock.
And it was
What
under
the
the
fuck?
order of Lord Igor. Please remain quiet.
Just hear
Was
a
that
little,
under
what
the
the
order
fuck?
of Lord Igor or someone else?
It was under the order of Lord Igor. He was also unarmed, and he asked for a fair trial by combat.
Did you heed to the wish?
Yep, I butchered him up.
I think it would have been better if this was made public. Because then it shows the people of the realm that the prince and future king is able to deal with these kind of situations.
That's it.
If I may speak again.
By having a fair trial.
Apart from the attempted assassination,
But whatever.
he was threatening people. Maybe not directly him, but threatening people of Winterfell when we visited the Vale. Those two people, Amaryllis and Barnabas Brentwood, were in the Vale before the trial by combat for Jay. They were around and know what happened. They were curiously asking what happened, and they were not very kindly asked to leave with weapons in their faces. That's a minor thing.
Unfortunately, there's not much detail as to that. That's why we haven't considered it one of the reasons why we're having this trial. Is there anything else that you'd like to add?
And that's all.
Thank you, Lady Winter. You may be seated.
So I think he's had issues with the Iron Islands as well. Don't think he's had issues with Storm's End though.
The third accusation is the unlawful public execution of one named Jay.
Oh right, yeah.
Unfortunately, Jay is not here. So I would ask a testimony of exactly what happens from the Vale. However, the only one I can see true honesty of giving that testimony is Maester Faustus. Maester.
Oh well, the people at the back must only just be able to hear him.
Could you please describe what took place
Oh, to be honest,
the
he's
day
quite
that
quiet.
the public execution took place?
Yes, I'll repeat it like I told you and your father in confidence. I was busy working on the school, reshaping it from when Thanos had built it and making sure it was ready for today, when I heard a kerfuffle coming from the tavern, which is located nearby. I saw one person run in there, and apparently there was one more already in, followed by Reinhardt, who was a member of the Vale and recently joined then. He was chasing two people into that tavern and up into the top room, which is only got two keys, which I believe one was Igor's and one was Jay Taylor's. As Reinhardt entered the room, the door was closed behind him by one of the individuals, while the other one was baiting him up the stairs, therefore locking him in this isolated room with no assistance. I believe Reinhardt was unarmed at the time, but wearing fighting armor, but was repeatedly beaten over the head and knocked unconscious twice before our knights at the Vale managed to bust the door down and arrest the individuals to mention. I assessed Reinhardt's rooms myself, and he suffered with multiple causes of concussion. As he has now left the Vale, I've not been treating him since, but at the time of the incident he was quite dazed, disorientated, and I had to prescribe some very, very strong medicines to ease him through. He had slight memory loss as well as double vision, so the injuries was quite grave, and upon us trying to free him from the tavern, we didn't know if they were trying to assassinate him or if they were just, I don't know, trying to take him hostage or whatever. So they were caught and captured, and in the initial interrogation they mentioned they were at the Vale, they were at Casterly Rock previously. I believe this automatically raised some red flags for the people at the Vale, and ultimately the decision was that they should be punished for grievously wounding someone up there. So there was a trial by combat that ensued, and the winner of that trial by combat got to go home free. Jay Taylor lost the combat and fell through the moon door, but surprisingly I saw him at the school today and he looked fine, which was strange. I don't know who treated his wounds or if it's some work of unknown devices, but he was definitely there and then magically disappeared again. Now, my eyes could have been playing tricks on me, but me and a few other witnesses that was at the school at the time, not members of the Vale, did see him. So, I have no idea what his current state of affairs are in, but that was what happened, truthfully and honestly, as I remember it and recall it. It's not up to me to see if that was fair judgment or not, but I do stress that when Igor was in power there, it is up to him to safeguard.
It's not really fair judgment though, like
and one of the
telling a
members
child
was gravely
to
injured. If it's possible, my lord, I'd like to address some comments
single
from
combat
Winterfell, mainly, as well. Why
with another person
permission to speak,
but
yes, Maester, please do.
In regards
and it was
to
really forced, to be honest.
So-called knight over there, personally, I don't feel it's very knightly being a spy. He came to us and he was referenced by Miss Royce over there for on the day of the market for being mentally unstable. He accused multiple people of the Vale for being murderers, and instead of trying to arrest them, he wanted to execute them on the spot, even ordering general townsfolk to, I quote, shoot them in the face, rather than doing the deed himself. I don't believe he's an honourable knight at all, and upon my assessment from what I've seen of him, I do believe there is some mental instability there. As for the other situations of the predicted assassination of people of Winterfell, this is the first I've heard of them. I've not even heard any rumours of them, and I can't tell any knowledge if it is true or not. But as for a personal character witness
tell the
of
maester,
Knight
is
John,
he?
if that is actually his name, and if he is a knight at all, I must defame his character. From a medical practitioner's point of view, he is mentally unstable. Thank you, my lord.
Because a spy can be anyone, could be any shape or size or any personality. You can't judge or trust anyone.
Maester Faustus, would you come back please for a moment? I have a question for you.
Certainly.
With your diagnosis of his mental instability, would you deem that his testimony is to be believed, or would you believe it to be fabricated?
That is not for me to decide. That is for you to decide, my lords. I personally wouldn't trust what came out of his mouth, especially as he is self-confessed a spy, as well as mental instability sealed by not just people of the Vale, but people that was generally attending the market. I'm sure if you did further research into that they would be witnesses that came forward from the day of the market to testify against that. Or testify for
So
that,
as a medical practitioner, you would state that the validity of this man's word is not to be trusted then?
I would.
Thank you very much. That's all I needed.
The remaining accusation is the safety that was brought to my attention by several citizens of the Vale themselves. However, they of course are not invited to this. This is a closed trial with lords and ladies and stewards only. So I will pass along to you what has been brought to my attention as well as the crown. It started with a knight coming to me asking for his vows to be removed, and of course when I asked him why would he consider this because that is a great offense to his oath, he said to me that he felt he was in danger while in the Vale from Lord Igor, and that the actions and duties that were given to him go against his oath. I did not describe what they are, so I will not use it in this trial. However, I was just bringing to light that he was a concerned citizen who felt that fleeing for his life was justified. The second were two other individuals that came to me. Darius, who's also not here, and a maester. I will not reveal names. Both asking for permission to leave the Vale and threats that they feel fearful of their lives. Whether it was the fact of a pending war, rumors of wars, or just certain reasons, I do not know, but the citizen count is now at 3. Finally, shortly after, a day later, another knight came to my attention and the crown's of wanting to leave.
That guy just passed out on the right there.
Somebody sleeping. Anyways. So I have 2 knights from the Vale and 2 citizens who came to King's Landing by foot to ask for permission to leave the Vale and reside elsewhere because they did not feel safe within the Vale's walls. Reasons being, again, I will not state, but I feel it is important to be brought up. I will now ask any other house that has not had the opportunity to speak. If they have any reasons to speak, this will be your moment. Iron Islands.
Yeah.
They have had issues with them. I know that they've had
Do you have
issues with
anything
them.
to bring to this trial?
No.
Really?
Thank you, brother.
Okay.
I believe Storm's End is passed out.
I am here.
Do you have anything to bring to this trial?
I would speak, if I may.
Very well. Please come to the center of the room, behind Lord Igor. Can you please state your title and name?
My name is Maester Rhiannon of the Vale. Formerly of the Vale, now of Storm's End. I
Please.
do not wish to contradict you. However, I am the Maester who left the Vale, and I did not flee in fear of my life. I only left to assist the people of Storm's End. I did not want incorrect information to sway your judgment.
I appreciate you clarifying that.
That is all.
Thank you. Since the other representative of Storm's Inn is currently unconscious, Ashley Rock, do you have anything to bring to this trial, or any accusations or statements?
Well, if it's accurate, what Sir John Carpenter said about the, well, I don't know how to really describe it, the butchering of our steward Casper, we've got quite a grievance.
It's understandable, but that is not why we're here. We're here for this trial first. Anything for remaining comments for Lord Igor's trial?
That's what I've not been asked.
Right. We'll save the veil for last. Winterfell, any remaining comments from any steward?
I might wanna say something else.
Right, you can say from there, you don't have to approach the middle.
Okay.
Oh, you're already there.
I wanna react to what Mr. Foster said. I don't know what exactly happened in the Vale. I haven't been there. I didn't see how he might behaved in the Vale. It might be right what you say. He might not be mentally stable. I don't know much about work, so I tell. But I don't have reason to doubt the attempted assassination. I know that, believe me, it's not easy to say. I know that Lord Igor was courting me for quite some time. I believe, as far as I'm aware, he somehow got rid of that sort of emotions. He always disliked Dungeon and the way he got into Winterfell, and so, yeah. Anyway, I don't have a reason to disbelieve what was told to me by John Carpenter. Again, I don't have proof. I just have to believe what he's telling me. That he proved his loyalty to us, and I don't see a reason why he would lie in that case. I just wanted to make that clear.
Thank you, Lady Winter. Is anyone else from Winterfell? No? Very well. Castle Black, Do you have anything to add?
So whenever we have received reports about wildlings in the area, we always have to respond. We normally send out anywhere between 5 to 8 people on scouting patrols around the area that has had any sightings. Normally, we are able to follow some sort of trail, whether it's reported from Castle Rock or Storm's End, anywhere, or even find a wildling. We normally find something. Every time the Vale has reported on something that has wildling related, nothing has popped up. However, shortly thereafter, it's just a complete mess. It's to the point where there's people coming to our gates every day in fear, and it's a little annoying. I also would like to add something about John Carpenter as well that we discovered from a wildling captive we had yesterday. Whether this is just misconstrued information, we were told that he was, I wouldn't say buddy-buddy, but that they had some sort of relationship with one another. Whether the wildling was telling the truth or not is entirely up in the air.
You just gasped. What the fuck?
So I'm not sure about the validity as well.
Again, we are here for the trial of Lord Igor. Unfortunately, anything with John Carpenter, if it's not related to Lord Igor, doesn't need to be brought up.
Vengeance not happy.
It was mostly for character witness type thing.
Understandable, and I will allow that. That is acceptable. Thank you. Brunt, you stood up for a second. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I just want to respond to what the Lord Commander said.
Very well.
It was I that apprehended the wildling yesterday, and he mentioned that he'd escaped from Winterfell, so I went and got Benjen. And we interrogated him. He was there, well, he was going to be dead if he didn't tell us the truth, and I believe what he said. And he did mention that the knight there had left a sword on him. But after Benjen and I spoke with the knight, and, well, let's just say I don't believe he was lying. He overlooked the sword, and that's how the wildling escaped. I don't believe that there was any collusion with the wildling. It was just
Alright. Thank you. Well, now ask the Vale to send a representative forth.
You can go.
I'm assuming it's.
Want to go?
I'm assuming it's that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the one that's just gone to sleep. I think he would have wanted to say something too, but.
Well, give him the opportunity to wake.
Yeah, if since we're waiting for him, I guess we might as well see if let everyone out to the well outside to make sure everyone's good on food and water, since there's no access to that in here.
Yes. That's a good point. We'll take a short recess. You'll have an opportunity, Seraphina, very soon. If anyone is needing water or food, please make your way to the back doors. We'll take a quick recess while we're waiting for Lorna to wake up.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if your Grace is aware, but the representative from Storm's End has awoken.
Yes, sorry about
Thank
that.
you for pointing that out.
After the recess, I'm sure we have to hear his voice.
You okay? That's right.
Yeah, I'm just not going so well. Just trying to push through it till the end.
I understand that feeling all too well.
Can I go in now?
It is very hot in there.
Seraphina.
Yes.
I have noticed.
Stretch your legs a little bit.
Yes.